What's up guys, Andrew Baena here, and it is time for October's edition of Baena's Best Bands. If you've never seen one of these before, basically every month I try and give you guys some new music that you might not have heard of. So hopefully you guys will check out some new music, some new bands, and hopefully you'll find a new artist that you like. The first two bands I want to talk about I have a personal connection with because I just went on a very short weekend warrior type tour with these two bands, and I got to know them quite a lot. They're very good people, their music is awesome, and I had a fucking blast hanging out with these guys, playing with these guys, and getting to know their music. So the first of the two bands I want to talk about is a band called Shark Infested Daughters. The shirt that I'm wearing right now is also from them. I wore it in a video a couple weeks ago or something like that, and a lot of people were asking what band it was. So yes, it is Shark Infested Daughters. We toured with those guys, like I said, for 3 days. We had played shows with them before, I think like 2 years ago or a year ago. They've always been really good. They're like a really strong metalcore band out of Alberta. They just released a brand new EP which is called Phoenix Down, of course based off of Final Fantasy VII, as you can clearly see by the song names such as High Wind, Death Blow, Cetra, and obviously Phoenix Down. So if you're into metalcore with a little hint of synth layered on top of that, this is the perfect band for you. Once again, this band is called Shark Infested Daughters. Here's a clip of what their song Cetra sounds like. The next band I want to talk about is the second band that we toured with. This band is called Living Machines. They're from Kelowna, BC, so just a few hours away from us. I had never actually heard of them before this tour, if I'm being quite honest, but again, seeing them play live 3 nights in a row was an amazing experience. I think the most interesting thing about this band is the fact that it's not a conceptual album, it's actually a conceptual band. So I know they take a lot of influence from bands like Coheed and Cambria, which is not really my thing, but the way they do it is really cool. So basically, everything they do is branded and worded in such a way where the whole band and everything surrounding them, such as their album, they even have like a comic book that's coming out, their vinyl, their singles, everything they do, all their lyrics is all intertwined, and it makes this one big story. I'd be lying if I said I completely understood the story. I still have yet to dive into that, but it was really cool to see a band work in such a way. Like I said, I know that other bands have done a similar type of thing before, but this really gave me a new appreciation for how freaking difficult this must be. Like, I can't imagine relating 5 songs together lyrically, let alone an entire band's existence. So huge props to these guys. This band is called Living Machines, and here is a clip of what their song titled A Luna War sounds like. Talk about is actually a project by the almighty Joseph Stalin. So if you've ever seen YouTube gent videos before, you've probably come across his work. Joseph Stalin has been doing YouTube for a very long time, even longer than I have. And we both kind of used to do the whole gent pop cover thing. I still kind of do. He moved away from that, and he's just focusing on serious music now. And he is an amazing composer, songwriter, singer, guitarist. Pretty much everything he does is always good, in my opinion. I've been a huge fan of him for as long as I can remember, since I first found him. I think it was like his E.T. Katy Perry cover, which was the first thing, as with most of you. But he has a new project. I guess it's not really a new project. I think they used to be a band, and then they kind of went on hiatus, and now they're a band again. Anyways, the project is called TOTHEARK, and they released a full-length album. So here's a little clip of what the song Solipsis sounds like off of their debut record. This is the first track on the album, and it sounds something like this. talk about. I've talked about many a time on this channel, but they are called Black Tongue. In my opinion, they are the heaviest band in the entire world. Their new album, which is titled Nadir, literally just came out like 15 minutes ago, so I haven't even listened to the full thing yet. I've only heard the first 4 songs, but Jesus Christ, it is just what I was hoping for from them. It's insanely heavy. The intro to the 3rd track is just like mind-blowing. Here's a little clip of what the song Second to Death sounds like. So that'll do it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this month's episode of Baena's Best Bands. If you have any band suggestions for stuff I should check out, please leave them in the comments below. I'm always looking for new music to check out, and I would really appreciate the feedback. Hopefully you guys found some new artists that you haven't heard of before, and let me know which of these guys is your favorite. Thanks again so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.